Welcome, my lovely dears, to another wonderful, chivalrous adventure in the Western Chivalrex. We are not on our usual landing screen because when we last left off, we left off in the pretty land of Avalon, an underwater lake city inhabited by the Assyrian people. Note, not the Assyrian people, the Assyrian people. Easy mistake to make. Creations of the Lady Goddess of Iona, Senatria. While here, there's been a lot of magical dabbing going back and forth, and between sessions, it was generally figured out what was rolled into what. Uh, Bob has been retrofitted with armor. Tristan and Ariel have learned Magus Conversion and Magus Smite. Some magical gear crafting has been done. Potions have been produced. And after being asked a number of questions, all the members of the party got lovely, delicious gifts. And for Ariel, a comfy pillow for she big dang body. Let's see here. For the actual session itself, you became reacquainted with Isabel's party, and her dragon harem continues to grow. It's also added a Tristy on.
You finally kiss.
Your dragon harem, you wish. You're in Isabel's harem. She's the bard.
Or dragon
Yeah, I
harem?
was gonna say
Our
she's the
dragon
bard.
harem.
But hey. Also, other things happened between sessions. A little bit of me and Savin playing the game of what ifs with our various settings, Eldritch Gods. As you do. Which has some interesting repercussions.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was beautifully hilarious.
Yep. One of which you won't know for a while, or possibly until quite soon. It depends how something plays out.
One of which
one of them
you will
you'll
see
know
immediately.
Yeah, one of them you're going to
Yeah.
find out pretty imminently. And so we begin. The party has finished up everything that they're doing, and I believe all zooming now at best speed away from Avalon. Isabel and all of the other the knight group that they came with have already moved on in order to meet you up at the commander's place. They're only like an hour or two ahead of you. They had to at least spend an hour keeping you guys company because, big, exciting new place. High hit parade. And also Miranda needed to smash Hallie flat.
Plap, plap, plap.
And Del Franco
Plap, plap,
needed
plap.
to smash Tajana flat too, or rather get smashed by.
Yep. Also, look,
Yep.
Miranda's token is now updated. Isn't she
Nice.
lovely?
Cute.
She's so pink. Made for bullying the small.
It's a shame the
Well,
small
she's
is leaving.
looking.
The
Yeah.
same.
If you look at the token, it's perfectly placed so that she's gazing down on the small.
Yeah, that's because the picture that token came out from, she is literally doing that. It's very perfect placement.
She is, in fact, bullying the small.
One whole Cassid. Let's see here if that will. There you go. You mean the totally original character with a donut of steel?
Yes, indeed. She's gonna have to prove very imminently.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Yay!
Wonderful danger. Yes. So, with the party zooming away, I believe you have covered everything in Avalon. They will wish you, of course, the best of luck in your future endeavors. And one of them will, guide you up the staircase at the very least, just to make sure things haven't been closed up behind them again.
Yeah, that'd be
And
kind of
it
bad if that happened.
and it is upon like reaching the top of the staircase that this I believe it would have probably been Guardian Ariel who came with you, just go stock still. Pupils fucking dilate, her eyes widen in surprise. Trist, you nearly bowl into the source for this surprise, or at least Cass nearly does in a hasty clip clop. There is a Morgan there.
Woof. Hi, Mom.
Hello, dear. And you can see that she's sat in like one of those fold out camping chairs. And there's a little bit of a paunch to her tummy now.
Oh, you're looking radiant.
Why, yes, I'm feeling spectacular. And who's your cute little friend? But, Mom. The Guardian would just sort of like gasp and sputter, looking confused.
Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, what?
That, Morgan's gonna stalk forward. You didn't call me Mom last time I visited you all. In fact, I remember most of you weren't down for a fucking. No, but it. She gestures at Morgan's tumby. Just you've never seen someone so bright and deeply colored blue go so fucking pale all at once, like just shock white.
Well, she does have very good mommy energy.
But
This is basically exactly the reaction I was expecting if these people were to ever meet Morgan. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
But Morgan
Uh,
pauses. I mean, no, I've met them before. I've been down here. She places hands on tummy. Are you talking about this, dear? The Guardian will just like nod slowly, clearly like struggling to like wrap her brain around some kind of quite deep concept. Thus far, as I said, like they've been close to emotionless and pretty unflappable every time you've met them, alternating between faintly pleased and indulgently entertained. And this level of shock is absurd.
Well, it's not like she's carrying the egg of like your mother or something, right?
She's gonna get down on her knees in front of Morgan, hug her tummy, and start weeping. Morgan's just gonna look surprised. Oh,
oh,
goodness.
God.
Oh dear.
Oh god, she is, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe.
Mom,
Honey,
what did you get up to?
How, actually?
It was like a little bit ago, but honestly, I just hadn't gotten round. Yeah, it takes a while to gestate a goddess.
What?
What?
Never mind. Honey, sweetie, and she will pat this guardian on the head.
You can't just never mind something like that.
I'm trying to handle more than one thing at once, and my brain doesn't do that good at the moment. Honey, is your mother a gigantic dragon made of blue and gold? The guardian's gonna look up from the tummy that she's hugging and nod. Morgan sighs. Oh dear. Tristy?
Yes, Mom?
How much do you know about these beings? As I say, I've seen them once before and they didn't act like this.
Well, we've just been here a few hours, but we know they, come from another world and seem to be stuck here waiting for their mother goddess to come and get them.
Morgan winces. She must not have known they were down here, and they completely slipped my mind. I feel quite horrible. Oh, I'm a terrible mother.
Can we roll back here just for a second and how did this all happen?
It's some promises. I can't say, but it was an interesting moment.
I'm sure it was.
Come on.
Oh, well,
You can't
okay.
tell me that you didn't, like, you bang a goddess and you don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fine. I do want to, like, completely talk about it. But, how about we handle this one here first?
Yes.
She gestures at the sobbing woman hugging her stomach.
Tristy's just gonna slide off of Cass and like get down and pat her head. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes, dear, it'll be fine. I suppose I can get your mother on call in, I think, the next time that there's a full moon. So that's Bob just like fucking collides with the wall that is Faunra. Boom.
Ah.
I was gonna try like an athletics sound to try and like just grab my scrap before he runs into people.
It's
You
fine.
know,
I feel
this
like
is
banging into the wall of Faunra is just like not a
This
huge
His
is
deal.
face disappears into her ass.
No, this is a
That's what happens if you run into me.
Oh, you're a large
direwolf.
direwolf?
Yeah, because I need
Oh right,
to
yeah,
get-
yeah. You were the last to leave. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Give me an
Moon.
give me an athletics give me an athletics test, Faunra, to not just like get wiped out by this fucking wolf slamming into you.
I'm literally trying to oh shit over. Got smashed. I didn't succeed with dexterity.
No, yeah, you really move. Okay, no, you slam into
Yeah,
the
just-
wall. Boom.
I can hear
Just
the
go
guy
rolling back
that,
down the stairs.
Dog yip. Bob flies through the sky.
Just starts rolling back down. That's
Cass
funny.
has still got haste on her, so go quickly trot down and fetch Bob before he's sent falling down the endless staircase like a broken Mario 64 bug.
Yeah, but remember, I also deem I'm musical on the way down.
Plank, plank, tink, bang, dang, bank. Yeah.
No, you're like the you ever see like the old Family Guy skit, like one guy falling downstairs going like oopity oopity.
Oh god, I haven't thought that in a fucking eternity. Yeah, no, it's you definitely sound like the brass section and wind section of a orchestra as you just collide.
And Bob the Wolf is falling down, falling down.
But yes, Cassie will catch you and escort you back up again. The distraction, at the very least, seems to have amused the fuck out of Morgan, who started laughing and now just can't fucking stop laughing. Trist, your mum is high as balls.
Yay!
Probably a bunch of magic or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Mom, are you okay?
Oh, I'm lit to the gills. I might grow gills, I don't know. Her mum is
What?
made of residium.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Morgan like runs her tongue along her teeth. Oh yes, very magical goddess. Visited
so that
from...
tongue is like blue now, isn't it?
It already was.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Nice.
Like I said, if she wasn't completely blue before, she will be by the end of this pregnancy.
Yeah, like let's see here.
Yeah,
The
actually,
mom pile.
Morgan. Yeah, she's down here.
Yeah. Her hair will start going blue, but she already actually had like pretty distinct
already
blue
kinda
hints
blue
about
already.
her body. Yeah, she already had the
True.
hues about her. Yeah, but now she's
She had
colorful.
hair so black that it had that sheen of blue, but now it's actually turning blue.
Oh no, her
She
hair's
didn't
white.
have black hair. No, she had like
Oh,
white
she
I
hair.
did.
thought it was just because she was a fucking vampire.
No, her hair's always
Could
been
be, but
white.
whatever.
When she was in
It's been
vampire
white at
form,
least
she
since
was
she stopped
she was wearing a veil. If that maybe you're just misremembering it for the veil, but she's always been silver hair, blue eyes, blue lips. But yeah,
Alright.
she's
With
a little bit lit.
With the might of Emla, I will give this crying elf a motherly hug to help her out.
Yeah, Morgan will also assist until the Guardian calms down. I have to tell everyone. Please, you met her. What was it like? We thought that she was dead. Morgan will pause. No, she is quite alive. She made a joke about that being a recent change when I said a bunch of very sexual things. I guess she meant that in the literal sense and not like a joke. Hmm. Oh goodness.
That's
Yeah,
concerning.
Trist. It makes your fingies tingle.
Oh my. Oh, that does have an intense magical energy to it.
Yeah, it's mostly Residium by weight right now until it starts turning into a dragon.
That's gonna
Dragon,
be
huh?
probably the most powerful dragon ever.
She snaps her fingers. Do you remember the statue thing that's down there?
So it's a Residium dragon.
Did you see the that wasn't that statue down there? I don't think was a joke. I can't remember it particularly well. I was doing a bunch of stuff at the moment.
Yeah,
She's
we
all
saw it.
Residium, yes. Yeah, very big as well.
Holy
Had
shit.
to turn into a dragon so that it were big enough to. She slaps her hands together a few times, and the Guardian looks up like just aghast. Oh, sorry, sweetie.
Yeah, Trist also just like tightens his lips like, ah.
It just
Hugs
comes up there
collar.
slightly winces. Like, okay, goddamn, fucking Faunra, you're way too fucking strong for this bullshit.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Faunra, your fingies tingly.
So Tommy, feel the finglies.
Tingly, tingly. Oh yeah, I
Quite
tingle
frankly,
like
that is
all the
amazing.
time. It's ticklish.
That I'd almost say I'm jealous that you had such an experience.
Oh no,
can
I
only imagine.
definitely think that everyone should be jealous in the whole of this entire plane. In fact, she's gonna pause and like put hands over this Guardian's ears so that they can't hear. Hung like a truck.
Tristy also like is going to put hands on his ears and just isn't fast enough.
Like an actual wagon?
She's as big as the statue.
Ooh,
That thing
boy.
is not a joke. Oh wow, it was
Hands
fun.
face, I might be getting the vapors.
Oh yeah, no, if you spend enough time around me now, you're just going to get high. I apologize, but I've been getting the you've been getting the mac and cheeses I've been sending, right? I keep making just huge pots of it. And cookies.
Well,
I
I
just
guess the
can't stop.
munchies explains the constant treats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that we're complaining. It is delicious.
I've been
No,
trying to pack
anything
on
for
my
my
lunch for weight
precious
anyway.
boy. And she'll reach over and pinch your cheekies.
Aw, big hug.
Heap. Yeah. And she'll look down at the Guardian. I'm sure that this is probably a lot to share with your many, many siblings / just friends, I suppose. Can't all class yourself as related, but I think she pauses. The Guardian doesn't indulge that like random sparking of her brain. Right. Anyway. Snaps her fingers a few times. I was something. Oh, I saw your little friend Isabel. She's lovely.
Oh, that's good. I was actually just about to say you should come meet her.
Oh, we had a nice little sit down, had a cup of tea. It was very nice.
Ah, damn. Sad I missed it.
No, it
Okay.
means we got to have girl talk together, sweetie.
Oh.
She got to share all your embarrassing stories.
Her eyes glitter. No, I mean, of course, I knew her back from the village. She was a very precious, precocious child. I'm so proud of how she grew up.
Yeah, she turned out pretty great.
And she has her own harem. Very proud.
Harem, huh?
It is quite the harem.
Yes,
Seems to
it
be
appears
mostly
that she has even
dragons.
added my son to it. She will smirk. And she was very excited about having shared a big ol' smooch with her. Will smirk at Trist. Ah, I love bullying my boy. It's so precious. Don't know how I'm going to bully a goddess. That's going to be an interesting one.
They'll come as a goddess second and your child first. Just bully them as you would any other.
That's a very good point.
Is that child going to be a deity?
I mean, they're going to be as powerful as one. They're made of residium, honey. I'm not that powerful.
They'll be as close to deity as one can be, I suppose.
I guess it's just you don't hear about the gods here having children, really. They have their devas, but I'm not sure that's the same
Points to
thing.
Jesse.
That's not.
Present
She's from
Jesse.
a deva, though. We met her mom.
Jesse,
That's
she's
still
a
part of
grandchild.
Typhoon's bloodline.
It's sort of like being a grandkid, but, obviously not the same. I'm not a direct relation. There's just divinity in me, because there's divinity in my mum. But a lot of divinity in her from what Tristan's been saying. No, Morgan will pause. No, I was pretty sure that Embla was pregnant, actually.
Oh, really?
Oh.
How wonderful.
Of course, I didn't tell you. Sorry, I didn't tell you that, of course. She points at all
Mum's
of
the
you.
word.
No, mum is not the word. Don't tell.
I mean, she's already mom to everyone, so just say
Well, yes,
mom.
of course. Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay.
Deeply
So,
curious as to how
other
that's
than-
going to work.
Other than the fact that Tristan is not going to be an older brother again,
First time I'm an older brother, I think.
Yeah, no, this would be the
Yes,
first time
actually, yeah.
Tristan's been an older brother. He's been, I suppose,
Wait, no,
sort
it's not.
of
It's not
because
you
of
then.
Tammy. But
It's
It's
he's
not your
like
first
my
time
son.
being an older brother. You have your younger brother right there, Bob.
No, he's just my little brother. There's a difference.
It's different. Yeah, no, they're like brothers from the hood. No, fucking, they come from Mean Street. No, no, I suppose there's Tammy, but she's
He's my niece, technically.
yeah, niece, really.
Yes.
So I mean, you've got an experience at being the older, she air quotes, sibling in the way that counts, I suppose. Looking out for a dangerously powerful bard and a quest to destroy evil sounds pretty normal to me.
Yeah, I guess taking care of extremely powerful younger relations gonna be a thing now.
You'll be free
You
to
could
babysit occasionally, right?
Yeah,
It was
I'm
already a
sure.
thing for you.
You
Well,
could
In
say
fact,
knew I could count
that
on you, sweetie.
this one's an egg. Maybe he or she'll grow up with Cassian mine.
Yes, their eggs are coming along lovely, by the way. I made them some great big nests, and all of the mansion butlers and maids are taking care of them. I should get back to them soon, obviously. They're a couple days away from hatching yet.
Yeah, I hope we'll be able to stop by when it happens.
I'll see if I can't drop you a little portal hither or thither.
And your mansion's up at the town, right? They have a circle we can hop to.
That is true, but I could also just, scoop up your precious babs into my arms and teleport to you once it looks safe.
That, either way.
And she smiles.
it's
My
just
magic's quite a bit juiced up, but also it's all being used pretty much by this Eggley.
Yeah, I'd hate to deprive it of anything.
Yes, but a teleport I could manage as long as I don't overdo it. Otherwise I get so sleepy. Goodness me. Oh, the
I just
morning
got
sickness like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
up. He's gonna pat Tristy on the shoulder and says, apparently, taking care of super powerful or divine beings, you could say it's in your blood.
yeah, it really runs in the family.
Hopefully you don't have any wild magic morning sickness. Be ashamed if you just spat out a fireball.
The eerie silence is not reassuring.
Has it already happened that you spit out a fireball?
I think Skow Kaputski.
No, sorry, my brain. Hello.
You're just
What
saying
was
we
it?
hope you don't have wild magic morning sickness.
Oh, no, no. I just sort of heave up reagents. It's a little bit uncomfortable, depending
Oh,
on what those are.
that's interesting.
Oh,
Just
yes.
like random reagents.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh dear.
Huh.
I was
Hopefully
not a
it's not for
fan.
a fireball.
No, I was not a fan of the handful of silver sand. That was unpleasant.
How does that? You know what? Magic. I don't need
Yeah,
to know.
don't
Well,
question it.
It's better than bad guano for fireball.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
Ugh.
How'd you say things like that?
Oh, you know that's going to be what happens next.
Just bop on the head.
I'm hoping
It's
for
bad.
diamonds,
Ow.
personally.
Oh, that's good. But hey,
diamonds would hurt
think
coming
about
out. I would
this.
think.
You bapping me for
Depends on the
that.
size.
Just Will Smith presents Cassie. Who's the one throwing the fireballs here?
Look, I'm not the one talking about my mom throwing up poop.
Yeah, no, come on, Bob, that's gross. But yeah, no, iron filings, that was unfun. Oh, I puked up a spoon. a little spoon.
Which one is a spoon?
Magnificent mansion. Tiny silver spoon.
Oh.
Well, hey, at
Sighs and
least
shakes her head.
some of them are worth something, so at least you're making.
She smiles faintly. Let's just say I'm going to be making sure that I don't have the fireball spell prepared. Maybe that will weight the odds in my favor.
Perhaps.
Actually, no. Fireballs are really useful still.
Just
I'll just
prep
put up with the
vitriolic
risk.
instead.
There's something so satisfying about fireballs, though, you know?
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah, true.
Fireball's just iconic, you know?
It is. It is. I'm sorry. I have to keep it regardless of the risk. It's just the way of things.
You don't hear stories about the glorious wizards and knights using vitriolic spears. You hear them out hurling fireballs.
Oh, hey, actually, speaking of wizard stuff,
Oh yes,
Yes, dear.
I
we did learn
found
something
your
new.
staff. Tristy will
Oh,
reach into the caddy bag and pull out Morgan's sword staff from the Fey court.
oh, hello there. She will accept it and give it a little spinny winny. It makes a quite delightful whistle as she does the finger roll with it. It snaps back into place in her grasp. I really should put some enchantments on this thing at some point, but I've always kind of loved that it's just a very modest blade staff.
Well, I mean, a little acid damage is already pretty nice. Tristy will
Huh,
pat the ultra acid sword.
Yeah.
Maybe just an enchantment so that you can't lose it.
Yes, returning is quite useful.
Yep.
Does she have a whirly swirly? No, she has a whirly gig though. It's not here though. Whirly gigs for everyone. Whee!
Just a nice little
Yeah.
sword staff.
It is a lovely tool. And she will lean on it. And probably quite nice. This egg's going to start getting heavy in the future.
Well,
Yeah.
it is a dragon egg, so I imagine it will.
Gonna have to start sitting around a tensor's floating disc.
Well,
Just to move my fat rear everywhere.
depends if
It-
you leave your mansion, otherwise you get carried.
True, I
It's not a
do.
fat rear, lovely rear.
Oh, it's going to get real cushiony when I'm full of egg, though.
That's even better.
No shucks. I like emblemites. They're all precious. And Tristan and Spirit fights his mommy issues. He wins the battle this time, but the war carries on.
He won the battle but lost the war.
Anyway, I knew you'd come down here, and I just had to see what you all got up to. Remember having a lot of fun down there.
Yes, rather brilliant place.
Yes, and now I've found out where, I recognized her from.
Oh, the spirit of chivalry said to say hi to you, by the way.
Oh, yes, I stopped by and said hello.
Oh, good. Good.
I was in the area, so I figured why not. Poor
Now
thing
the question.
giggled herself into a little puddle.
Okay. You said you were trying to remember why you came down here for some
Oh,
reason.
just to see what's up, really. Catch up with my lovely friends and family.
Oh, we found Amory, by the way.
That was it, right? Yes. I believe she's gone off up to that command hall that you were all at.
Yes, indeed. Would you like to come?
I feel like I probably shouldn't. It's a bit high profile for me.
That
Would you
is
like
very true.
to sit down somewhere nearby and I can send Amory to you?
Oh, I'll just make sure to perch outside and wait. It's okay, dear.
Okay.
Oh, how exciting. I'm glad that she's not a vampy too.
Yes, yes. It really is a strong family resemblance there now that she's got that white hair and all.
Yeah, she must have been wearing a disguise at some point.
Was posing as one of Velt's commanders.
Ah, yes, familiar trick. There are probably still a couple of vampires out there doing the same. Unfortunately, he's... And she pauses and then sighs. Sorry, I can't say.
No.
Yes, no. I like having my tongue and mental faculties.
Oh. Fair enough.
She shrugs and sighs. There are unfortunately rules to be skirted around. I kind of wish I'd asked for the wish spell to be used on that now.
The wish
Oh, well.
spell?
Oh, yes. Funny story that. Uh, I don't know the full repercussions of it yet, nor can I tell you, but you might find out soon.
What do you mean?
Oh, a wish spell was casted on everyone's behalf in order to help keep our realm safe from exterior threats.
Twins?
Beasts of darkness
Oh.
kind of threats, or?
Yes, very similar to that. As you know, they're functionally extraplanar beings. A wish spell was utilized to keep someone from continuing to poke too many holes into that little skein of reality. We're coming out quite wholesome from the whole ordeal, but from what I understand, it's getting a little bit messy for the Elysians.
What's happening in Elysia?
Well, they're kind of the kind of a meat in an extraplanar hole-poking sandwich. It's the spit roast at the moment, which is fitting for a realm full of elves, but
Eh.
they're having a hard time of things, and there's no divinity to really shore up their walls. Or if a divinity does turn up, it's not for especially long.
Right then, I suppose. I guess we'll have to just find out when we find out.
Yep. So they're doing all the fixing they can in the realm of Iona, and we're going to try and target hotspots here in ours, but it's a little bit of a losing battle, frankly. At least until Hagen wakes up.
So, who's poking these holes then? Something like, come on, there's got to be a reason for that.
One I need to take care of, apparently.
Oh, she frowns faintly. For the most part, it's just that since a lot of the High Elves responsible for Elijah's incarnation are from here, and not from Iona, we're just ground zero for where all those sort of holes and portals were poked through. There are many, many more gateways to Elijah here than there are in Iona. They barely have any, apparently.
But at least you fucked us then.
Well, we
We
fucked
fucked Elijah.
ourselves, dear. Yeah, we fucked
Yeah.
ourselves.
Oh, you mean like, okay, so visually it's like strands, small fishing hooks or strands that are tied behind them that is tearing bit.
I
Like
suppose
that?
that's more. Think of it more like a tunneling operation. We've got, like the one up in the north. They went through a big, big mountain. Imagine if there was a town in the middle of that mountain, and from one side of the north, someone just kept punching lots of extra tunnels in from their side, even though there's only like one or two exits on the other end. It's gonna start breaking down the space between all those tunnels, isn't it?
Yes, and eventually the tunnels would collapse.
Yep.
Wait, but
Is that what we were facing? Something of a collapse?
Not quite, but
Were we on our way to
I'm
it?
I'm using a very physical example for a metaphysical event. Honestly, we come off of it better, even though we're the ones doing most of the damage.
is there some
Well,
way to stop people from poking these holes?
That was what the wish was intended for, where someone was trying to do an awful lot of portal work.
Oh, good. Do you know
Yes,
who that someone was?
I do know. And then she sighs and shrugs. Sorry, dear.
Now,
Yes,
well,
it's more of Dracul's inner working nonsense.
Yeah, I was gonna
oh,
say I have a hazard at a guess now. It's probably one of the higher ups. Maybe
well,
even the necromancer he has in his employ.
hey, Morgan,
Yes.
doing the whole the physical representation of the physical thing, it's not a bad thing because closing up and shoring up, one way to stop a tunnel from collapsing is to make an arch so that the weight goes around it. Even if there's still a hole,
Sure,
the
but
weight.
imagine if the only material you could use to create that arch was pure fucking platinum.
that would be
Ah,
a very expensive arch.
Yes, we don't have the resources for the numbers of arches that we need.
I don't think we even have that much platinum in our entire world for that.
It doesn't use literally platinum. That is my example, though. Yes, we don't have enough platinum for building solid arches to hold up a mountain. Same concept for
Would
magic.
the platinum in this case be just residium?
Sort of. Residium, divinity, a little bit of both, honestly.
End of it is that we
uh,
don't have enough of it to do the archway.
But that
Yes.
Iona goddess is helping.
Yes, she did a thing that, at the very least, stopped a number of more tunnels being bored through. I'll see if I can't figure out some kind of like better metaphor for this. I kind of made this one up on the fly, and it's wholly inadequate for what an unfortunate disservice we're doing them. We're actually quite lucky that she didn't try to supplant control of our plane, now that I think about it.
What? Was that on the
What?
table?
Apparently, yeah.
Uh,
She didn't, it's fine. I don't know why she didn't, but, it's fine because she didn't.
I
would she have?
imagine
Yes,
many of the
probably.
residents of this plane would have taken some offense to having their deities just supplanted by that.
Probably, but also,
But also Residium God Dragon, yes.
yeah. And, we're not the ones paying most of the price, unfortunately. So it would, in fact, be almost a war of self-defense on their part.
Oh, well, it's too bad though, because I was just thinking you don't actually need to have something that powerful. It will be
But we do.
weaker. Yeah.
Again, I apologize for using a wholly inaccurate metaphor. I really tried to summarize very complicated things that I mostly understand, but also there's still some things I don't get. My speciality isn't in extraplanar magic.
I do have one question. Should we stop banishing people since when we have been banished
Nah.
ourselves, we end up in Elysian?
No, banishing just sort of pushes a bubble in and then it pops back out the other side. It's not a big deal.
All right, good
Unless
to
you
know.
started trying to banish gods, and then I imagine they wouldn't so much as cause a bubble in Elysia, but fucking detonate it. I don't think you
Yes.
can, though, so we're fine.
All right, then. I just figured it's a question to ask since
No,
it
it's a
might be
very
a
fair
tunnel
question.
thing.
I
Yeah.
asked much the same.
All right, then.
And yes, Faunra, that is pretty bad. The sad news is that felt isn't even the worst thing that we're doing at the moment, which is a worrying concept for sure. But not anything we can deal with.
I feel like I should ask who we is in this context.
This plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to choose to mostly ignore that. Baltimore is pretty much the worst thing in our lives.
Correct, yes. Let's worry about one thing at all. It's the metaphysical heat death of Ceres comes.
Oh no.
Well, that was a little bit morbid, and I apologize. But, things have been very busy, and I'm also very high. I'm like a kite full of birds.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get out of the staircase here and pass the doorway before it starts to close.
Well, it shouldn't close for ages yet. If anything, it's a bit late, isn't it? She'll look up and it's, the middle of the night.
Oh, no. Yes. I thought it was like earlier, and I thought it was like later than that for like this when we were getting out.
No, we've only been in there for like 13 hours.
Okay.
You went down into there at like sunset, and it's what month? Brain. It's September, so 6:30, I guess, is when you went down there. So it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, still, we
You're
should.
also all probably quite tired by this point because it's been a long day. And again, you and Trist have been cramming.
Yes, we should go up there, make camp, and continue talking up there in a camp for the night.
Okay, then. I'm going to go and, I suppose, have a chat to a lot of pretty blue people, and then I will be sure to leave before time is up.
Yeah, it would be
All right then.
annoying. It would be bad for you to get stuck down there.
Yes. Oh, who's your prisoner, by the way? She got scooped up by the knights that passed through.
Ah. Oh shit. That's a rune knight we met. I think I asked the Sirens about a way to fix her, but then they
Oh, don't worry
wiped
about
my
Tristan.
mind or something because I
That
didn't like the
that
answer.
memory that
Oh,
memory made you
oh.
sad. Therefore, you got a new memory for it.
I
You
did,
should
yes.
get Modify Memory. It's a really...
I did.
Hmm.
Anyway, long story made short, innocent person got inflicted with a bunch of evil person's memories and corruption.
And succumbed?
Yeah. I was trying to find a way to fix that, but everyone doesn't appear to think that that's a thing.
She'll pat you on the head.
I'm
You
gonna...
can't save everyone, sweetie.
No. Gotta fucking try.
I know, and it's very important that we try, but in this case, try not to do the girl too much harm. I'm a prime example of being quite thoroughly saved by your father.
There's like a long moment where Tristan's just trying to say, so what you're saying is I need to dick her down until she turns back good. Because that is exactly the message Trish just received. It's like, all right, Mom, if that's what you think.
There does
Takes
have
a
to be some
good
kind of,
shapes alignment.
burgeoning mono-romance, dear. I don't know that quite functions with everybody.
Hmm.
You already have plenty of love and affection.
Yeah, I have plenty, but I don't know. Maybe her getting some would help. I don't
Well, her
know.
getting some helps with everything, but
I don't know what to
she
do.
wiggles her brows.
I'm not exactly a scholar of morality here, but
No, of course not, nor am I. I suspect what's going to happen is that she'll be hung, but
yeah, I don't know.
Hang.
well,
It just doesn't seem
so the
fair.
battle she'll be well hung. Oh no, of course it's not fair, unfortunately. Things very rarely are. There's always some part of us that makes the choice, and so she must have made it herself.
Yes, she didn't have enough as to
Not having the
resist what
strength
happened
to
to her.
resist concentrated magical evil isn't exactly a choice. A failing, maybe, but not a choice.
Perhaps. But that failing has led her to where she is now and the many more crimes that she has done.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I can give Tammy. Tammy could give her a go at least.
Yes, indeed. Save her for Tammy. Maybe she can help.
Possibly.
If anyone can.
Or it might make it worse.
Well,
Imagine, if you will, you are like how she is now, and then she reverts to before she had what had been done to her, and the weight of all the sins that she has done since weigh down upon her.
Yeah, it's called therapy.
yeah, that's...
Maybe. Anyway, my darling, I'm going to go down there before too much light is burned, and you should all get going up there or go to bed. Goodness, I don't want you all staying up too late. Poor Cass there is already gravid with a nighttime egg. Cass will have.
Yeah, I should go catch up with Belle and the others.
Go on. I love you all very dearly. Do stay safe out there.
Love you too, Mom.
Oh, and here. She reaches into her sleeve and then pulls out like a gigantic bottle of milkshake. Here you go. I made some because I was hungry.
It's like a moment where Triss like glances down at the pregnant belly. He's like, oh no.
No, not that. It would be blue if it were.
Gonna,
Move over, holy water tip milk.
Just-
Residium tip milk
Magic
is
did
here.
work.
Just
Oh man,
gonna
I kind
give
of want to try it ahead of it.
Blue milk special
Yeah.
here. We're
gonna
going
give
full
Morgan a
Star
hug and a
Wars.
smooch on the cheek. Take
Aw.
his milkshake.
Yeah. It's chocolate fudge.
Yes.
Nom nom nom. It's even got little chucky chippy pieces in it. So she had to make sure it has the thick boba straw so the chucky chips don't get stuck.
There is no blue milk special this time.
Yep.
Not this time. Maybe
No.
next time.
Blue milk.
Don't
Blue
worry.
milk.
If you ever does that, you'll see just fucking Luke Skywalker come crawling out of the dark.
He's
like a
go the
chicken.
milk. Walks out holding your mum's waist with a blue milk mustache.
Oh God.
Oh god.
They're gonna camp. The group in front of us could set up camp before so we can catch up.
Yeah, is there anything that awaits us at the top that we weren't expecting?
Don't worry, Crash is fine. She's always high.
I was just thinking about getting Residium titty milked.
Yum, 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 yum.
I will say this, like, given how much fucking residuum she's being literally subjected to on a goddamn daily basis, how fucking extended has her life started to become?
Cass is gonna make a quick Arcana check on that. That's a good question.
Damn lowballed that. Cass, what do you think? Oh, you rolled.
I guess I've been, I don't know, looking into the effects of Residium for a while now on all transformatives, potions, yada yada yada. Since you guys were working with them a whole lot. I would say goodness, I don't know. Maybe another 100 years for like each month she's gestating a gigantic lump of Residium.
Wow.
Alright, now I really do need to get on that half-dragon thing. We had that whole talk about how she was gonna think it was nice to finally get to grow old and watch her kids grow up with her. And yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't. You know what? She's probably too high to have realized the impact of that.
That's fine.
I'm sure there are ways for her to spend the Residium, but I don't know of a good way to do it while she's still pregnant.
No, that's fine, Cats. We'll just become dragons, you and me. It'll be great.
I can
Cass
try and make
sighs.
a.
Come
I
on,
can
I've
try
already
a
lived
project.
so long. I'm so tired of it.
I can try and make an alchemical project, see if I can't get you into half dragonhood somehow.
Don't want it. Cass sighs. I like being clippy cloppy and aging.
I more meant for Tristan, at least since he seems set on it.
I'm not really. I
But I
don't
want my man
care.
to turn into a grampy.
Yeah. If Cass isn't gonna go the whole ages route, neither am I.
Like, I've already done enough extra years and stared down the barrel of agelessness. I don't want it. I really don't.
Fair enough.
I don't think most people want it after they've been subjected to it, unless they really went full in intending to from the outset.
I didn't fucking get a
Goodness,
choice.
yeah, goodness knows how Morgan feels. She sighs and shrugs. Morgan started human, from what I know. So, like, it must be very hard to come to. I mean, she's, I suppose since she's been a member of Darkness at some point, she has gone insane at least at one point. I think that that's kind of an inevitability for us of those with a naturally mortal lifespan, pushing it a bit too far.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
Yes.
concerns for another day. Let's get up to the fort.
Oh, of
Quite.
course. Oh, thanks for watching the door, Virog. Your finger waves. Yeah. Eventually. You return to the Dragon's Den. It's late. The hallways smell of like strong tea and coffee. And the table is very occupied.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned.
Ah, welcome. You can see at the head of the table. Oh, no, they can't welcome you. They can't hear you past that barrier. You walk in, a couple of people notice you, and then, well, wave you over, but they can't hear what you're saying.
All right, come over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned.
Ah, welcome. It's good to see you all intact. I was being told about Izzy's time, down in the land of the big and the blue.
Yes.
So I'm just going to grab... Miranda already was smart enough to take dibs on the big bed.
Hey, I got dibs on that bed beforehand. Korean, defend my claim, damn it.
Well, wait, why do you think you get the big bed? That's obviously the commander's bed now.
Look, I had dibs on it.
I left
my stuff in there.
Miranda beat them to it.
I beat Miranda to it. Fucking, hold on. Physically eat her the fuck out.
Give me a persuade.
Seem to have made
Because she appears to be quite naked and already summoning a Hallie into our arms.
Alright. We'll get Cass here, who is, gravid with egg, to assist me.
Fair.
Yeah, 21.
Alright. Miranda. I don't think I've ever used her fucking sheet for a roll before. Let's see here. But might I point you towards this huge erect penis and this beautiful moo approaching me?
Might
this scampering little mlemlet who is leaving.
Might I point you to gravid centaur, who needs comfy bed?
Fine to mother. Wait. She wasn't pregnant half an hour ago. Or, well, I guess a couple of hours ago.
How do you know? This is the first time you've seen her.
I saw you as we left.
Oh, we didn't.
2 hours before.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. We walked past you as we said bye. Literally.
I don't remember that happening.
Well, you said you saw off Izzy's group, so yeah, she would have been there. She's part of Izzy's group. Yeah, so she definitely saw Cass there, not gravid, moments ago. This is bullshit. Are you hiding melons in your cooter? Cass sighs. No, I just egg every night. Miranda will sigh. Fine, I will set up a tent in the corner to go and have sex with my lovely pet with. Hallie will poke out her tongue and call you meanies as she is carried away.
Oh.
At the same time, yeah, there's a... You know what? I totally feel it. They just... Ariel and Jesse just sniped the last 2 seats. Well, you've got enough to argue about that. Yeah. Oh, what a shame! All the spots are taken. Terrible.
I'm such a big person. I need to take the spot.
Yep.
Well, fucking sit on Isabel's lap. I swear to God.
Lord Andrew will look at you when you say that.
No, I didn't say that. That was an out of character.
Oh, okay. yeah, her dad would look at you very disapproving.
And I think that's one of my nights.
Trista is, however, going to stand behind Belle and tossle her hair.
Sure. She will lean back into it. You can see that, under the table, Red's got a tail wrapped around her leg.
Right. It's no, it's not past midnight yet, right? Wait, or is it?
Yes, it's past midnight.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm next to Captain Callum.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Well,
just
sure.
Yeah, just nod and greet him, and then just when you almost pop your shoulder but stretch a bit.
Yeah.
And just go back to standard 6'1" wide form again.
Yeah. They'll look over their shoulders and give you an up nod. Looking good. That's a useful function.
Well, it has its perks on that, but it's much more efficient when you upgrade it, and you just go voice shifts 3 octaves down, go maximum armor, and just get Bob becomes just on a plated armor.
Oh, I certainly see you are all quite busy down there in your time. They are an interesting sort, for sure.
Indeed. So, what have we got so far?
Yes, we're just trying to figure out the plan of action while everyone's resting. Captain Callum and Paladin Karras's unit are going to be melding with Amira's little spy force, since they're a bit more mobile than either of our units. Amira will look up from the table and grin and wave.
Sis?
So will they be
Brother?
in insertion force behind lines to give us more information for our main force then?
Less that. We'll gesture at Callum to continue. Yes. Unfortunately, our force does not have as much fighting capacity as it used to have. We lost some people along the way. An inevitability of the job. When he adds when Isabel starts to look a little bit sad about that. It happens, but we don't have the forces necessary to go spear tipping. If anything, I hear that's your job anyway. No, will be reinforcements, so once main forces engage, we're there exclusively for flank charging.
Nod. Very well.
And then after that, probably pittering off into whatever directions we can, either to catch stragglers or to do counter guerrilla work, here courtesy of the Lady in Spirits.
Chris will like slightly hurt when he says lady in spirits right after she said brother. Fuck. Just got fucking outed. Oh well.
Isabel gasps.
Well, you know our end goal of destroying all the forces here and taking down the orc boss. So where would you have us be the spear tip then, Lord Andrew?
Lord Andrew will take control of the conversation again, pausing to like clap Tristan on the shoulder. Oh, congratulations on your surname. Uh, let's see here. Well, we have a couple of places that we suspect is holding a Wizard's Tower. Their main one for handling either the Artifice or support for their location. Odds are a lot higher they're the Eastern Force as opposed to the Southwestern one. We could certainly use you guys for assaulting a Wizard's Tower while we fight a field.
Sounds like fun.
All right.
Maria will then speak up. I have some information on the tower. We believe the Lich is working here directly, the one from the Ebony Spire.
As in he's here himself or just his people?
She's here herself,
Oh.
insofar as a Lich has gender, but you know.
That would be
Hell.
quite the pick-off if we can get them.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Indeed. A sec, I will go to the important people section and I will reveal their identity.
This individual should be destroyed at all costs.
Indeed.
Ariana the Lich Mistress.
Although, if this Lich lady has any brains to her, even if she's here, her phylactery probably isn't.
No, that's most certainly the case, I'm afraid. Yes, the phylactery isn't present. But a Lich, even without it, or maybe even especially without it, considering the security, it's a threat.
Very
So we
much
kind of need
so.
you guys to kill a Lich, if you're up to it.
Oh yeah.
We can certainly try. And even if the phylactery isn't here, destroying a Lich should make it so that they have to take some time to reform someone else.
Yeah,
That's
buys
time
us a
we
lot of
use
valuable
for it.
time. Yeah, they're able to stay in contact with you know who. Reticent to say their name, even while we're in this scryed space, I imagine. We're probably being watched as closely as one possibly can, even if we're supposed to be safe. I'm not going to go saying their name and making it easier. Shrugs.
Understandable.
Um, but yeah, a lich in the area is apparently in direct contact with the big evil
enemy.
cheese, the enemy. Yeah. Which certainly makes all of the forces on the remaining forces on this island incredibly more dangerous, I suppose. It's just a short way of putting it. He has the kind of powers that let someone reinforce an army pretty directly. So dealing with them fast and hard is going to be an important job. Otherwise, we're going to get overwhelmed in the field. Even though it looks like we have the numbers advantage and we're fighting mostly raiders, that numbers advantage is going to disappear in the space of an hour.
How come they haven't
We'll ensure
already
that
moved
it
their
doesn't
troops here,
disappear.
though? I mean, they must know we're here in force and who's with
Oh,
us.
no. You have the wrong idea. I'm talking about the grounds themselves heaving up and monsters climbing out of it, kind of outnumbered immediately.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's no need for all of
for
those to stay actively summoned. That's astronomically expensive and totally worthless, and probably more efficient to make them all climb out of the ground under our feet in the middle of a fight. So once we engage, we are going to be on a timer.
well then, we'll pick off the lich before you do.
That's the hope, at least. We're going to have to start getting into skirmishes with them early, otherwise you have to try and push through an entire force on your own. And that's a bad amount of getting bogged down when you're within a day's reinforcements.
Mm.
Lord Andrew will frown. That mostly coincides with what we've got to fear. So it will be our job to be a bit of a distraction, a safer distraction as we can be for you all to get in. That does involve you all moving with stealth, though, so yeah, good luck with
Hmm.
that one.
I don't suppose any of you have some sort of teleport or something like that, because stealth is not our strong suit at all.
Andrew will smile faintly. Well, we intend to do you one better. Red here, and Baelacor, although they appear to be napping under a pile of lemming things, have
Limlets.
offered to sky you in
Oh,
before they, rejoin with us to take the field. That gives you an hour to punch through to the Lich and defeat them, because that will be the end of stealth on your arrival. Do you think you can do
All right.
that?
you it depends on how many other defenses the lich has. If we can just go to the lich, absolutely. If she's got a whole host of guards and wards in that tower, an hour might be pushing it.
We'll be prepared for an extended defensive fight if the tables turn. So, all we can do is wish you best of luck, because if we aren't there, then you're all dead.
Do what we can, at least. We either succeed or die trying.
Isn't it so delightful?
Well, we'll try and scrounge up every advantage we can before we go, but we'll do what we can or die trying.
All right. Well, with that, it's been late. Our forces have only just arrived here, and most are asleep in the field that you saw. Yeah, as you entered this place in the valley, like a war camp had been put up. So, it is time to do the most important job of all before a battle and to get some rest. And it's a hard day's travel, and for you guys, a hard day's flight.
Sounds like
All
a
right,
plan.
then.
All right, adjourned. And here to confirm on the map for you. I can knock Dragon Friend off here because Dragon Friend is with you. That was the thing I was
Yay!
expecting you guys to notice. You didn't go do that, and you just sort of skipped by it, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
You just ignored it.
we saw Belle had a dragon with her, and it was like, yeah, all right, I guess she picked up Be'lakor then.
Yep. And yeah, I can't fit all of your tokens, but you guys, Dragon 2, Night Squad 2, Isabel, and the insertion group, you are all on that one single stronghold tile. I just don't have space for all of you.
Goodness.
And a mirror. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
Just a fat
but yeah,
stack.
their destination is going to be out into the field here because the raiders are going to be heading towards these elites. They want to cut them off.
Should we warn? We should warn our knights about our friends.
You've already
We
warned
told her
them.
about them.
Yeah, they've already been warned.
So it's this
About
wizard
the
tower
the
here.
giant-
right?
Yeah.
That's the one we're going to check.
That's the tower you're heading for. You'll
Well,
be doing that by a day's flight, so you'll be literally doing this at overland speed and then dropped off, and then Red Eye and Co. are going to go from there and land down in the middle of the fight. Basically, they're afraid that once you start fighting the Lich, or once the Lich is aware of you guys, either aware of the army fighting these raiders, or aware of you guys arriving here, they're going to start summoning a horde of undead under their feet. So they really are going to try and time this one tightly.
hey, once we take this tower,
If
we can
I-
just springboard off to Grasna.
True. Assuming she's still there, that's her estimated last position, unfortunately.
Nice. Have the
Yeah,
knight, or has
true.
Amory picked up any intelligence about that?
No, she was not part of Grasner's group. She was part of that little scout squadron.
Could we scry for her?
No,
No.
Right,
No,
fair
that's a
enough.
bad idea.
I believe you guys had considered that before, and then the risk of counter scrying was a little bit too uncomfortable for your own liking.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That
here's the
is.
thing though.
Although now that we have a whole army
This
camp
raid-
up here,
This raider was.
No.
This raiders were going this way. I remember you saying.
Correct, yes,
and
yeah.
yeah, these elites are going up
She
here
was
though.
going to.
Yep, those elites are moving
Yes.
up here. All of the forces you're with intend to land down in here. You have no idea what the giant is. I suppose you could scry her.
Yes, we do, because you yourself said that.
I told you the
actions-
direction she is heading in.
Yeah,
Yep.
out of character,
said-
we know she's going in that direction. In character, we don't know where she is.
Yep.
She could have
Yeah,
easily
that's
gone in a
the
different
thing.
direction at any time.
And I remember Skow saying that, well, if her path continues, they will just run into a giant and she will just decimate them.
No, I said that she would fight them.
You did say that she would probably win though, to be fair.
She probably would, yeah. It should be interesting. Let's see. Pull the other guys out of the GM there. Sure. It's just there you go. Just yank you out of the GM layer. Now you have a slightly better idea of the threat. Assuming I've left you on the
Yeah.
yeah, I did leave you on the map screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know what we gotta do.
Indeed. All right. Now, yeah, all you have to do is hurry up and wait for the following morning. Get some rest and some sleep.
Oh, sleep does sound great.
Yep.
All your characters have been awake now for a while.
Or
Is
Trista's
there something we
bleary-eyed
can
as
do for
hell.
sleeping?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
both Tristan and Ariel as well, like actually bloodshot eyes by this point.
I think you said I had to do like something with con for making sure I could sleep through the night currently because of cramming. Don't
Yep.
remember what though.
Oh no, your brain.
Your brain.
Is it just like a con save or is it just a con check? I
Um,
don't remember what.
Double check.
Sorry,
That's okay.
It's been a while.
Hmm. can't remember. I can't see it off the top, just like at a glance. There were so many questions asked, and so I have not retained any of this information.
Just search for con save or just con in that chat.
I tried. It turns up a lot.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. You'll keep getting woken up by your brain dump and have to con save to go back to sleep.
Okay.
You didn't say what the DC was, but just con save to go back to sleep.
Probably 8 plus proficiency.
So that'd be
It's
12.
not a huge one. Yeah. Just to stay under. Okay, cool.
That was an important save in this one instance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very
Being
much.
exhausted would have been very rough.
What would that do as far as probably just a couple of days, isn't it?
Yep. Oh yeah, the captain here is Captain Angel, one of the bunnies that you saved from the Mindslaver.
Yeah, I know.
She's leading the mercenary group, aka like all of the other knights, because if you have a really high charisma fucking sorceress, then they're quite good at keeping everyone behaving, cohesive, and productive.
I'm so proud that she's gotten to this point again.
Yep, she is glad to be back in the saddle, literally and figuratively. And you're like, we don't have any mounts, and she eyebrow wiggles.
Not
Hey,
here,
also
at
new
least.
friend is here. Hi, new friend.
New
She's excited to
friend.
see you guys. She was here attending this little meeting.
Surprised they let a random person attend a knight commander meeting, but all right, sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you bring it up at all,
Yeah, probably.
let's see here. Yeah, Captain Alendis will go. Oh, yes. The lady in Spirus brought her along after she apparently put an entire platoon of raiders to sleep.
Nice.
Oh,
Like
very handy.
a whole one, all asleep.
That is quite the achievement.
Yep. So far be it from us to not include a powerful, I suppose, sorceress, bard, one of those, in our group. New friend herself, though, appears to be busying herself with sipping tasty teas. Eyes are half lit. She looks quite tired. Angel, of course, thinks that she is the heart of preciousness. I want to pinch her cheeks. Emery will grin. I'm fond of this one. Having someone who can essentially do battalion spellcasting is all right in my books. Probably won't work on elites, but yeah, being able to put a couple of people out of action is pretty great.
Indeed.
He's gonna make his way around the table and whisper into Amory's ear on the new friend side. Speaking of powerful spellcasters, Mom's outside. Wanted to see you.
Her brows will raise and you go, wonderful. And she reaches back over her shoulder to give you a big old hug into her neck. Squeeze!
She's
And then releases you.
very pregnant.
Oh! Huh. Boy or girl?
Egg.
Egg? She looks at new friend and squints, who then puts up her hands. I didn't do egg. What? Okay. Sure, I'll go look into that. And yeah, as usual, Amira looks fucking fantastic as she stands up in her like spellblade leathers. We'll have a little wander away. Heads outside. She pauses and gets an extra cup of tea, which Mlamlet will deliver to her.
Violets are pretty great.
Yeah, they're wonderful. Isabella's very excited about the Mlamlets. They all are big fans of Balakor, though. I think it's because there's just lots to wrap around, like limbs, tail, all of it. He made a lot of grumpy noises, but ever since he lied down, he has not gotten up since, so I think he's fine.
They have a way of winning you over.
Oh, they're precious. Yeah. All right. Otherwise, Amira is going to head out and see her mom. be amused at how incredibly stoned she is, and then have a very tearful hug.
No.
Of
Finally
course, all of her
reunited.
all of her sexy goth makeup starts to run, but that just makes her more attractive because, of course, it does.
As you do.
And then she will return, pick a bed, and go pass out tonight. And that's probably the case for most of you. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do? Bear in mind, it's very late in the in-game night, so if you do so, you will have to make con saves.
It's not something to do, but I do have someone I want to talk to before we hit the hay.
Sure.
That is, once the meeting adjourns and people start going their separate ways.
Yeah, I just can't bother to move all their tokens. They will pick various beds here and there.
Tristan will approach Sir Andrew and say, Commander, can I have a word in private?
Of course, and he'll just walk you back to the table with a little privacy zone. If anyone else makes to follow, he'll just wave them off.
Excellent. Tristan, like, his cheeks are ever so slightly colored. He's going to scratch at the back of his neck for a moment.
Oh, I'm touched, but I prefer women.
Tristan.
He will smile. Go on, I'm sure this is about my daughter.
Yes, sir. I'm not really great with words. I'm sorry. I just, given the danger we're all in here, it seems like this is the best time to ask while we're all here together. When this is done, if I could have your permission to do so, sir, I'd like to ask your daughter to perhaps Tristan take a deep breath to calm himself. Ask Isabel to marry me.
He will smile faintly and sort of do the both hands up on the table, spread his fingers together, and he ponders this for a time. I understand my daughter's become quite popular with a great many people. It's not for me to say where her proclivities take her. I am hardly the prime example of our station. If she so wishes this polyamorous relationship to extend to marriages amongst a lot of you, who am I, her dragon fucking father, to stand in her way? You have my permission, Sir Tristan.
Momentarily, just exhalation of relief. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is my pleasure. I thought this day would come eventually. I didn't really expect the circumstances in which it would.
No, I don't think any of us did.
Mm-hmm. Now, if it is all right with you, I have also been on the go for quite a while, so I am going to wash and sleep in that commander's chair. Then he buggers off to the throne, which has like a little. You kick the bottom of it out, and then a fucking footrest pops up.
Excellent.
Nice.
Like, anyone who doesn't have like their commander's throne fully padded like this is a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, for
Why
sure.
would you want an uncomfortable chair? You want it straight backed, obviously, so you don't just like pass out while people are talking to you. But come on, you definitely gotta have the recline function. And so that is where he goes to be unconscious. And yeah, Tristan, you get your permission from, as he put it, her dragon fucking father.
Well,
Yay!
according to Isabel, she's not a dragon fucker yet, so.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure she might have done it by now.
She's at the very least a dragon fingerer, you know?
Yeah, I mean, can't blame her or anything.
Maybe a dragon liquor.
Crystal.
Like, I mean, look at Red. She's big, she's warm, you sit in that lap, just reach between your legs. Have fun. Enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
Yep. I mean, your head disappears into boobs, it's perfect. And you get excellent lumbar support from the abs.
Crystal, take a couple more moments in the privacy circle to compose himself. Put his hands through his hair. Straight back. All right. Walk out.
And Mary, by that point, probably has had her tearful return. Well, that was refreshing. She is stoned off her gourd, though.
Yeah, she is. Considering who the other mother is, it's hardly surprising.
Yes, I haven't seen this goddess of which you've spoken, or which she spoke of. I take it you have.
I saw a statue of her. It's a big tower-sized dragon.
Really made of Residium?
That's what Mom says.
That is just incomprehensible.
Yep.
Huh. Well, okay. That's gonna be something to think about. Oh
Well,
goodness, more younger siblings. I already don't know how to interact with the ones I've got. And she will pat you on the head. She has to reach up to pat you on the head, but she pats you on the head regardless.
Tristan will lean into it. Hey, we can start with friends and see how that goes.
Sounds good to me, little brother. But I'm
Although,
gonna go sleep now because I need to go become unconscious. Whew.
understandable. Have a good one, Amory.
And you. And yeah, you can all clamber off into various beds. Trina Val is there as well. She's getting like fucking liquored up in the corner because she will confess if anyone asks her about it. She hasn't had an alcoholic beverage in hundreds of years, and she wants an alcoholic beverage. God damn it, she wants too many of them. She's certainly not going down there to fight, but she will sit here and drink too much.
All right. So, next day.
Next day. Faunra, does Tiara get chitin rubs?
Yeah, she'll get them.
Yeah! That scrubs real nice on her chitiny tobes.
I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on my new box.
Climb inside the box. The box is safety.
Yes. Just basically my old box, but with new Arcane Lock.
Hell yeah.
Or new sizing, decreasing when I'm not in it.
Yep.
More transportable.
Hallie gets a delicious cookie. Faunra has munch carrot. Crump, crump, crump. One of them lemlets probably gives Faunra a plant pot so that she could just put her carrot in it.
Aww.
Yeah, they're precious. Of course, Baelacor has apparently just claimed all of them. Or a good four of them. They're just all sneaked up, and if he tries to stand up, they're gonna be hanging off of him like armor.
Well, it's alright. Cass, Corinne, and I appear to have secured one of the remaining lemlets. All is well.
Corinne herself confesses she has learned nothing in the time you've been gone. To be fair, only been like a day and a few hours.
That's alright. How do you feel about killing a lich tomorrow?
I look forward to it.
Good. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
It certainly sounds it. I suppose. Let's see here. Do you have any scrolls that are good for dispelling? That seems like something useful I could do with my power. I'm having a hard time hitting things, but if I can function in an anti-caster fashion, then we're going to be in a good place.
I don't know that we do. However, I do have this. And Triss is going to whip out fucking +3 Gungnir, because if Green can't hit with this, she can't hit with goddamn anything.
Woo! Now that's a fun toy.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
The highest
All right,
plus
I
weapon we've ever
accept.
seen.
I accept for sure.
Excellent.
If you want to chuck that on her sheet, go for it.
Yep.
Did I already give Gungnir its own magic item page?
I
You
believe
did, I
so,
believe.
yes.
Yes, I did. Okay, good. Sorcerers using magic pikes to thunderstep around is pretty good aesthetically. Especially if they're robot sorcerers.
Yep.
Okay, then. Let's see here. Jesse, flirt with a mirror.
No, you bitch! Get away!
Let's add another in spirit to the ticker. Don't tell Amira that you fucked her mom, though.
Let's see it. See
Oh,
that persuasion.
She
Ah.
probably mentioned that she fucked Amira's mom. Damn it.
Oops.
She tried.
Fucking Green cannot, in fact, hit with Gungnir either. God damn it.
Wow, these test rolls are so
God.
cursed.
Wow.
Green,
Poor
why?
Kareen. Like, there's always the character who carries that curse with them, the inability to hit. You're lucky that it's an NPC.
There you go.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's
Still
still
can't
like,
even
That
roll
still isn't very
average.
still below average.
A 9 and a 1, a fucking 2 and a 7. She's terrible at it.
Listen, dice aren't her thing, okay?
No. They should be. Her speciality is like
Yeah, her specialty
removing
is all about
advantages.
dicking around with dice, but no.
Yep.
Shame too, because that's some good damage there.
Oh yeah.
It's a
excellent
very
toy.
strong magic weapon. Alright. So we're getting airlifted by these two dragons. How big is Red Eye in dragon form? Not sure we're all gonna fit on these two unless they like drag a
She's
cart between them.
She's 3x3 when she's dragon, and she's strong enough to probably literally, carry a cart with you guys sat in it.
Yeah.
Ariel, they'll probably ask you to de-attune, and then attune while you're in the air. So that by the time you arrive, you will just become large and get airdropped in. They can't carry you while you're large. You're just too fucking heavy.
That should be fine, I believe.
Yeah, you're even heavier than
be like,
Cass.
It'd be like, we're an hour out. And Cass could also fly along. She's not worried.
Oh yeah, actually, speaking of which, since I already had the design for it, while we were in fucking Asiranville, could I have gotten that brooch of centaur diminution made?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go for it.
Excellent. Tiny Cass, doot 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 doot.
Tiny Cass. But yeah, she can fly, so she's not worried about the airdrop part herself.
Yeah, she's not.
Ariel wearing her underwear like a blanket, sat in the cart with everyone. Alright, let's gather the party before venturing forth.
Yep.
Question.
All the other clothing is magical.
Go on,
It's
then.
only them that isn't.
Question away.
We got a wizard here, correct?
Cass is a wizard, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
How come?
I've mentioned the fact that counterspell and shit like that.
Yes, I am prepping counterspell on Cass.
Yeah, anti-caster mechanisms when you know you're walking into a lich's lair is probably a good idea.
I have a couple counter spell scrolls myself.
Good, good.
I have Scroll of Beacon, Remove Curse, and 2 Mass Healing Words.
You will probably need those.
Yeah.
I
We
cannot
will
cast
definitely need
Beacon.
That's on the cleric list, I believe.
Yep.
Then give that to Hallie when Stray inevitably turns up.
I bought them specifically for a useful reason.
I wonder.
All right, do you want Jesse or Corrine for this?
I think we'll get more use out of Jesse.
Okay.
Like,
And we're
Kareem
currently
skill-wise,
missing our cleric, so
We probably
Yeah,
won't start the whole of it today, but getting
Yeah.
underway and into the place is a good idea.
Hmm.
It's for the best as well, because I've probably have caught a cold because I'm all croaky and headachy.
fair enough. I think, like, skill-wise, Jesse fills out our party more than Kareem does.
I mean, oh yeah, Jesse's just better than Karina in every imaginable way.
Also that, yeah.
She can actually hit things.
She does a juicy amount of them. I have a question. Can Jesse actually use Gungnir?
No.
It's a pike, no.
Yeah,
She's a
it's
rogue.
not a spear. It's just a pike.
Even if it was a spear, it'd still be a strength weapon, so she couldn't sneak attack with it or anything.
Yeah.
Yes, because it has to be finessable to
Yes,
use sneak attack.
And also, I don't think Jesse's strength is very good.
That is probably true.
Okay, but no, all of these scrolls that I have are cleric specifically, so I bought them for use against potential situations like this. So just to save spell slots. And Savin
Mm-hmm.
or Tristan and Faunra. I don't remember out of character. Like I said, this is meta knowledge, but I don't. But we do know in character that a lot of powerful undeads tend to freeze, petrify, or restrain.
I'm probably not going to be using that gimmick in this dungeon. That's not a thing that I want to do regularly. I will promise you that I'm not going to be just like fucking hauling that shit all over you again.
Yes, but we do know ghouls exist, and they got paralyzing touch.
Yeah, with a DC the total shit garbage, I couldn't hit you guys with the standard ghoul.
Still, rubbing ourselves down with oil of slipperiness before this dungeon, absolutely worthwhile.
Yeah, but just so you're aware, no, I don't intend to use undead petrify features. That was definitely the gimmick for the Beholder Zone and the Basilisk monster in it. I don't want to use that regularly because it's obnoxious.
Dick. And
otherwise, I would use all the lich features. It's like mass hold person. Ugh. I don't want to do that. I'd rather fucking do real fun shit instead.
Sal.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't break the truce.
Exactly.
Is Bell's group flying with us, or are they with Sir Andrew?
They're gonna hang around with Sir Andrew.
Okay.
Belle doesn't exactly want her dad to get murdered by undead. And
Understandable.
You guys can only assault so much building space at once. I just took your group in and moved it into the tile space. Fuck, man, you fill this tower out pretty hard. But aren't you flying? Cass can fly. Why are you sitting with her on the trip?
Well, yeah, I mean, but she could be in just human form and just sit in the cart with us instead of casting the fly spell. Or I guess she does have her little.
She has wings.
I know, but human-sized, Cass. It's
all right. Fine. She'll be
plus, we're going to be in a tiny, tight tower dungeon.
You are going to be in a tiny place. Yeah.
I think
Ariel is going to be the one to suffer.
Yeah, I think having Cass be human-sized for this dungeon is going to be ideal.
Cass thinks it's a real weird walking around on two hooves. She doesn't know how people do this.
Don't worry, you can lean on me.
She'll
I
smirk.
think you look very cute with only 2 hooves.
It does.
Well, I think you look cute wearing your underwear as a blanket.
You should
Alright.
really get those
Check this new
magically
glamour out.
resized.
Yeah, nice. That is a very pretty dress.
I'd have to get them magical. It would have been time in the Avalon to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
No,
sense.
you needed more hours for that. It's fine. You just walk around with an extra pair of clothes in a belt pouch.
And I have
There's-
some in. Well, I mean, it's only the underwear that would have to be changed out. My normal attire is a glamour weave.
Which that's just for making patterns in it, isn't it?
It's still magical.
I will give Jesse 2 potions of healing, regular, that I have.
I think Jesse's already got a bunch of stuff. Let's see here.
Which it does. How does Cassie look?
I don't know what Cassie's looks like right now.
Cassie's
Serena?
what?
How many healing potions she's got? Or stuff like that.
Fucking almost none. She in
2
fact has
above.
2 potions of superior healing left, and that's it.
Be careful with the blanket comments, Cass. I could sit on you when I'm big again.
Good point.
Yeah,
Although
she
many would
gets
say, don't
2,
threaten me with a good time.
I mean, can I
2
watch?
small potions.
Yeah, Jesse's got 4 healing potions, a potion of lesser restoration, a potion of invisibility, her chai tea flask, and that booze flask that does a heal. She's got 7 acid blood bombs. She's got a brace of fire bolts of fire. Like she's pretty well equipped. She's got the bottle of
Okay,
endless
so
coffee. No one does do it.
2 potions.
It's coffee.
Yeah. 2 potions of healing for Cass then.
What level of healing potion?
Just the
Just basic ones?
first level.
Okay. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, we should put that over there.
Yeah, I know. Just going through my inventory here. I
Yeah.
have potions, poison, cold, acid, resist. Each lasts an hour.
Mm.
Let's see here.
Anyone? Once, if you're not large, you only take 1. When you're large, you would require 2 to oil up.
It lasts for 8, and Ariel's quite naked when she's not large. So yeah, you could all just like pounce on Ariel and oil her up in the cart.
Well, I'm not really that naked. I've got glamour weave and everything like that still. And the armor's still on me.
Yeah.
Just not tuned.
But yeah, so it would require 1.
Yeah.
So I would
At
say
one point,
that I
then
have
eventually.
1 extra. I have 1 extra.
I have 2. I can
So-
oil myself up and attune into it over the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like it
that's
stays
good.
like as I go big, right? Like I don't need more.
Okay, so everyone type out what buffs you've got on you as you drop down.
Well, Faunra, Tristan, and Ariel, main frontliners, got oiled.
Okay.
Then
Is it?
Oh, I will too.
Okay.
Is it worth it to do an invulnerability potion going into this?
Almost
I don't
certainly.
know.
that's
I mean,
All right,
we're not gonna be fighting the Lich in like instantaneously, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't put on any buffs that don't last for at least an hour, because that's the time we
I
have for
think
this
yeah.
attack.
the vulnerability lasts an hour, doesn't it? Let's find out.
I'd be
No,
surprised.
Invo is 1 minute.
Then I will not put that on me right away.
Yeah, because
There aren't a lot of buffs that last longer than a minute.
I have
like
a
Fire
system,
Shield is
poison
10, but still.
poison resistance, 1 cold resistance, and 2 acid resistance.
Let's hang on to those until we know what damage types we're actually going to be faced with.
I mean, I'm
Quite.
almost certain we'll be facing necrotic damage from a lich.
I'd be surprised if we didn't.
And
Oh yeah, I gotta add that to my resistance.
let's see.
Armor.
Potions of resistance don't last very long, but I do have 5 necrotic resist
An hour.
potions. Are you sure about that?
I am very sure about that.
Let's double check. Resist.
Potion of resistance. Yep, it is
Potion
1 hour.
of
Okay.
1 hour. Cool. All right.
Yeah, I think at least Trist, Cass, Faunra, Ariel should all take a potion of necrotic resist.
I think Faunra's already got a necrotic resist from.
She has permanent.
Yeah, she does
I
from-
have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From getting
Permanent
the
necrotic resistance.
ebony nipples
Perfect.
or whatever.
Ebony nipples.
Gotta get on
Yeah.
that. Gotta find Morgan and get me some of them sort of things.
All right. Trist, Cass, Ariel. Resist.
I do know that Faunra gets hit in the face with poison all the time by all the.
I have a
fuckers around.
poison resistance potion.
That's good. Trist or Ariel.
We're good.
Mhm.
Everything else I
What's a good
have
icon
pretty
for
much
necrotic resistance?
is just 1 minute or 10 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually. A potion of heroism lasts for an hour. Holy shit.
Yep.
I will drink one of those.
I've got 2 of those, so I guess I can go. I could drink one of those as well.
Just self-bless for the entire encounter.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll give one to Cass too.
Not
Fuck
a
it.
bad idea.
When we're going after a lich, I feel like over pre-buffing is very much so warranted.
I could have sworn I had a potion of haste, but I don't seem to have it on my sheet anymore.
You had that back in the Beholder fight and drank it for the Beholder fight.
Yeah, I
Alright.
could have sworn I had more than one though.
Nope, you only had one on your sheet and I used it.
Ariel, I will sell you
I
one of
think
my
we had that
potions of
discussion
speed.
before. Sell one. Partitioning out your favorite potion.
It's very
Yes,
tempting.
Kina, you said you had 2 heroism.
I did. I have 1 now.
I think that's us good then.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
So here's the thing, if the Hallie can keep beacon up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a
which
great ability and she probably can.
yeah, I have the scroll for it. That's what's the thing. So
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see what spells Hal even preps tomorrow.
Yeah, also, Beacon's still a concentration 1 minute 30 foot, so she's not pre-casting it on you guys.
Yeah, that's we get to the lich, you cast that in then we keep going into them.
Mhm.
Into her.
Yeah. Okay. So eventually, like an hour out, there's a grunt from Red Eye and Balakor. She is a impressive ruby red figure of a dragon, glistening quite wonderfully in the sun, although for the most part you guys are probably feeling very cold and uncomfortable because you're above the cloud line. For obvious stealth reasons, she's quite obvious otherwise. The air up here is thin and unpleasant. It's not a fun journey. You'd think flying through the skies would be majestic. This doesn't feel majestic. You're in a cart freezing half to death above the clouds.
Hilarity! No, we're not. We're not freezing to death, at least.
No, of course not. But it's still fucking cold and uncomfortable and moist.
No, I mean, because I still have my thermal cube!
All right, yeah, that's very fair. You can drop a thermal cube in the cart, keep everyone nice and toasty.
I miss my thermal cube.
Thermal cube. Then yeah, all right, that's fine. Yeah, you all sort of crowd around the thermal cube and stay warm and as dry as you can. It's inevitable that to get above the cloud layer and get below it again, you have to pass through it, and it does get you moist.
That's the trick, Scow.
Indeed.
I'm always moist.
Gotcha, Captain. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, same.
So, you begin slowly to lower down. Ariel, you finish your attunement, and all at once this cart is too small for you. You're still, like, a couple meters off the ground, but this cart basically fucking explodes into motion. Baelacor and Red Eye don't even touch down. They just keep flying. They swoop right back up again as you all land action pose at this tower's doorstep. It appears to be, for the most part, like a long one-floor building, but then with a spire going up to the top. That spire has a lighthouse fixture on it, although that has been left empty. And at first glance on the way down, it looks like the contents of whatever basin was in this tower has been quite desecrated. As you all explode out into the motion, there is a door. It wasn't locked. It's been left open up front. There are 2 skeletal guards. And when I say skeletal guards, I mean like level 1 skeletons. You guys fucking blow those fuckers away. They were just there to watch the door. They don't stand up to your dramatic entry. And you all pile into the tower.
Oh boy. Here we
Come
go.
head to head with 2 very
Sons
You sons of bitches.
Oh
heroes.
no, not them again.
It is I, Francois, and I, Talia.
Oh,
And aren't you here a little bit earlier than expected? Boy, it's going to stay hard to entertain you all if you catch us off guard. I
Cass just
haven't even put up the
Throws an ice
sprinklers
knife
yet.
at one of them.
Bitch!
It's what you get for calling me a sex pest the first time.
The sex pest has gotten a lot bigger than the last time. Oh.
Friends!
And you have friends.
Of course they do.
From the solid, like, it looks as though someone has dug into the floor of this tower's room and then resurfaced the layer in very hard packed black earth. And ghosts just fucking pour out of it.
So
Unfortunately, that ice knife was rubbish.
well, they still have to save versus the cold damage. It
That
doesn't have to
fair.
hit, luckily, which is why it's a great
Yeah.
spell. Also,
What the hell is that thing in the corner?
you forgot the inestimable Mayrod.
Which corner? You mean every corner?
I mean, this corner right here with the little, like, dragon-looking thing.
Yeah, and I mean every corner.
Yeah, it is in every corner.
Oh. I couldn't see the other one because the way that the tokens are lined up for, like, the player icons was covering
yeah.
it.
Let's see. So, Araignée, how do Araignée feel about cold anyway? Damage resistance is cold. That's what we like to see.
I was about to ask. Yeah.
-4, -2.
Nice.
And there
It
are
is.
2 ghosts in range, so they too will have to dodge.
Yep.
How do ghosts feel about cold? Resistance is not. Oh no, they're immune to cold. Alright, they don't care.
Oh,
Wah,
well,
wah. Yeah,
Wah, wah.
fucking actual, like, real classical, it's just called Ghost. The
they're pretty good.
CR4 Ghost medium. so many resistances and then also immunity to cold necrotic poison. And maybe the most condition immunities I've seen on something that isn't just a slime. I was like, they don't look that scary. And then I just saw how actually irritating these things are to kill. And I was like, all right, time to fill a room with these motherfuckers. They will actually survive the AoE spam, but maybe only barely. And it will look dramatic and awesome when I have to roll like fucking 12 fireball resists.
It definitely blocked me from just going straight in there and trying
But
to do
yeah,
my
they did.
match from last time.
Hey,
hell yeah.
You know it's not fire, cold, necrotic?
Vitriolic Sphere?
Vitriolic Sphere.
It's true. Although there is a crystal ball up here we might not want to destroy.
Alright,
Well,
I'm also going to make these guys
on the other hand,
orange team. I'll move them in groups of 2, I think. These guys can be purple.
Far nicer than I am.
Pink. Yeah, I'm not just
No,
moving
that's-
every ghost at once. It would be really fucked if I just picked one person and withering touched them with 12 ghosts at once. I can't
Boop,
do that.
boop, boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
kinda.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you'd only get like 3 or 4 ghosts on one person in this clusterfuck.
They go
That
through
is very
walls. I
true.
just attack most of you from behind walls as well.
Well,
And
that's
that
true.
means I'd be targeting Tiara or Cassie
Through
with
forest.
12 withering touches.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No, not particularly. Green, not blue. Blue is our traditional blessed color. Also, thank fuck they fixed it so when you take off a token's marker, it doesn't just close the marker selection
good.
completely. They fixed that. Thank fuck.
Nice.
Look at that. I can do
Finally.
that like flawlessly and seamlessly. Oh,
it's so
thank
nice.
goodness. Oh, I'm glad they fixed that. It's such a small change, but it really is one of those ones that make the game feel better. And they made a good change for tokens in character sheets. You can
Yeah.
edit all their settings before you dump them out. Ugh. And fix a default token. The stupid copy, paste, delete an old one, click the new one, remove the previous, and then set the new one as the default. Ugh, ugh, ugh.
That's 35. Dang. Okay.
Okay. Team orange. Team purple. Team Panek. Team Elo. And Team Grebe. Francois. Talia.
You're like, God, they all got higher initiatives than all of us.
You hate to see it. I don't.
Yep.
But, you know.
No, I don't, because then they can all move up and I can Missy step in there and get right on Talia.
And then just for shits and giggles for Nikoloths.
Stray's awake.
Oh, well, just in time for the end of the session. Says, I need to get painkillers in me.
Womp
And
womp.
some nice hot tea and honey.
Nycloth.
Yep, don't look them up.
Oh, I was not going to.
But they should make for an actually interesting challenge for you guys. And I wanted this just entrance to feel truly like you have piled into a room and gone with the breach and clear. And I think this
Yeah.
captures that pretty adeptly.
Yeah, it pretty much does. I'm glad we did to have a rematch with Francoise and Talia.
Yeah! I mean, they had to be the first guys you see on your entrance. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah, no.
perfect. All right.
Now I gotta get up right up on Talia, you know? Yeah. Continue what happened last time.
Oh wow, you guys really are just like scraping the bottom of the turn order.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no.
really sad.
They all go and then we go. Except for
I
Bob.
mean,
Bob
Jesse's
feels
in the
like in
middle of
between
it, yeah.
them all.
Fantastic. Thank you for the recopy. I was just about to do that. That is very appreciated.
Even though I've got advantage on initiative, I rolled really badly.
Oh no, that is a bummer.
Yeah.
All right.
So EXP.
Yep. Do, 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 do,
I somehow don't
do,
foresee this one being a high XP session.
Explore a new or interesting location for the first time. I'm not going to qualify getting in the
No.
doorway as exploring this,
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Next time we'll get it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're an interesting truth about the land.
There's
Morgan
a new
Craig
there's going to be a demigod or something coming.
or something.
Yeah, or something. And you also learned about
The hole's
how
being patched up somewhat.
Yep, how Sorceress is fucking over Alicia and Iona by extension. New ally or a lasting enemy.
We're already done.
Yep.
To be fair, it's
New
only a
ally
simulacrum,
or-
baby.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think we met any new NPCs, really.
No, I don't think we've made any new ally or lasting enemy.
Nope. Advance or complete a quest.
We definitely advanced Conquer the Island quest.
No.
Yeah. You've secured a core point of this place, and all of your forces have all moved into it, and you've also all made a new, fresh conquering plan and moved out for that. Yeah, I qualify that.
Alright.
Defeat a threat. Nope. Learn something new about player character. Tris got engaged, sort of. He got permission to get engaged.
Yeah, speaking of which,
Congratulations.
can I have inspiration for that?
Sure.
Yay.
You can have the special D4.
Woohoo!
Changing an allied NPC's life drastically for the better.
No.
We reintroduced Amory and
Well-
her mom.
Actually, maybe. Because Morgan's there and now she'll do the maybe stuff with
Also helping all these Sirens.
Denatreya. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Changing an enemy's life for the worst. Not yet. You
We're
might be
in
about
the
to be.
process of it.
And no achievements yet. That's still fucking 4 XP. Good job.
Was
Nice.
that only 4?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, puts me at
2,
32.
New truth.
3, 4. Yeah, you're right.
Advance. Player character. NPC's life. Yeah, 4.
I can't count.
That is fine. But yeah, there you go. This EXP tracker, it's quite a long one. I'll probably skim down the numbers, but at the very least, like, you can come out of an RP session with a bunch of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder,
Yeah.
maybe we should just have 2 separate trackers and use one or the
Yeah,
other.
like both of those, you could try and score in an RP session or a
Dungeon
adventure session.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a bit more path than you need to have for it.
It's
Just have
either
it
that
as,
or
like-
break, or like you still have 5 points, but you just have 3 brackets, so you have 3 RP options and 3 adventure options.
Yeah,
I
something
mean,
like that.
It'd slow
think
down the rate
I think
of
you're-
leveling a bit, but it would also be an even split, and also a slower rate of leveling isn't the worst.
I think you're fine as it is if you just want to add in like RP options to it. Just
I don't want to do that because
Yeah,
that
it already
will
has
speed
too
up
many
the
things on
leveling.
it.
It's already too many things. I want to skim down the number a bit again. I won't be doing that now. It's the one's pretty solidly established, and you're already close to the cap anyway, so fuck it. But I think I'll probably end up doing 3 adventure and 3 RP EXP brackets, which you can score in from up to a cap of 5. So that you can come out with, average on a quote unquote D5 every time if you have an RP only session or a battle only session. Or if you do both, like, happens relatively regularly, you can get the full cap.
okay. That'll be like for desert or something.
All right. Well, that's me all done then.
All right. If you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time for a game. Maybe Mercenhammer for once. Who knows? Till then, adios and do take care.
I kind of doubt that Mercenhammer thing.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
me too.